You do not have an offer problem, you have a marketing problem. In this video, I want to go through why your offer is not the problem, okay? You keep on thinking, oh, let me change my offer, let me add this to my offer. Your offer is not the problem, it's your marketing. It's how you're getting attention, it's how you're converting that attention into cash, okay? This is what you as an online coach are probably saying. It's my offer, people are not interested in it. That's BS, okay? If you have an offer, if you have something to offer but someone and you have a skill and you're targeting the right people, you're going to make money with it. So obviously you have a right offer, but you don't have enough attention onto your offers, okay? So if you have more attention onto you and your offer, this would not be a problem at all. You'll be having people to pitch, okay? So you would have, if you have more attention onto you and your offer, you would have more people to pitch, which will lead to more money, okay? So it's your marketing that is the problem, okay? You think sending cold messages and relying on referrals all the time is going to help you scale. Sending cold messages, first of all, is one-to-one marketing. So you're sending one message to somebody, okay? So to one person. It's not going to go out to more people, it's not going to compound, nothing like that. It's going to one person and one person only. So that just doesn't make sense to me at all as well. So don't do cold messages, stop spamming cold messages. And also getting referrals, of course it's good. It's amazing to get referrals because it means your product that you're selling is good. But you shouldn't rely on them because I guarantee that most of the time it's not consistent. But what you need to realize is you have to get more clients to get good results, to get more referrals, okay? So if you have one client and they just refer you to someone, then you get bad results for that client. That person is not going to refer you, so it's inconsistent, okay? So sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, and you need a consistent way of getting clients, okay? And relying on referrals just isn't consistent. If it is consistent, great, but you probably want more appointments on your calendar, you probably want to scale more, and that's fine. So that's what I'm going to teach you in this video. So what you need is a way to get consistent qualified calls on your calendar. And when I say qualified, I mean qualified. What I mean by this is people hopping on those calls, answering a few questions, and then saying, yeah, send the invoice, the content's done all the work. Obviously they won't say that, but you understand what I'm saying, okay? So you want a way to get consistent qualified calls on your calendar, and the only way you're going to do this is with your marketing, okay? It's not your offer, okay? You need more attention, okay? Every single week you want new qualified prospects booking in. If you have this, you will have a bunch of people to pitch your offer to, and this means it's inevitable, even if you suck at sales, that you will get clients because they are qualified appointments, qualified people booking in calls with you, okay? So how can you actually do this? Well, we have established you need attention onto you and your offer. And what's the best way to get attention? Your personal brand, okay? And most of you online coaches are going to scroll off right now because you either A, don't want to post content because you're scared to get on camera, you care what other people think, or you've tried it, posted short form content, and it hasn't worked, okay? But I'm going to get rid of all those things within your head and make sure you actually post content, because your personal brand is the one thing you truly need to get clients, okay? Look at everyone in the space who's doing super well. What do they have? They have some sort of social media presence, even if it's small, even if it's big, they're making money, okay? And that's all you want, okay? So you need some sort, as you can see, some sort of social media presence, okay? You don't have to have a huge following, but you do need some sort of social media presence, okay? And most of you online coaches right now have literally no social media presence, and it shows. And you're probably doing good for yourself. I'm not saying you're doing bad. I'm saying you have 10 to 15 or even 20k months sometimes, but it's just not consistent, okay? And you just want to make sure that's consistent so you have new leads coming in so you can scale past that, way past that. And the only way you can do that is by having consistent qualified booked calls. And the only way you can do that is by having a personal brand, some sort of social media presence. The reason why this isn't consistent over here, the 10, 15 or even 20k months, is because you do not have consistent attention onto you and your offer. And this means you have hardly anyone to pitch your offer to. Sometimes you have loads one month to pitch your offer to, and sometimes you have zero. Okay? But by leveraging social media, you can reach multiple people on a daily basis, okay? It's one-to-many marketing, and this is exactly what you need. Instead of sending cold messages, that's one-to-one marketing. Instead of relying on referrals, that is kind of one-to-one marketing because you're getting referred. It's one-to-two marketing, but you understand what I'm saying. It's one-to-one because you're asking that person for a referral and they give you a referral, okay? So if you reach multiple people, a high percentage of them will be your ideal clients if you speak directly to your ideal client and your messaging is dialed, which I'll go through in a minute. I'll teach you how to do that. But by leveraging social media, you're literally going to reach loads of people. Okay, and the more people you reach is inevitable, the more will be your ideal clients if your messaging is dialed, as I said, and the more you'll be able to pitch people, the more appointments you will get, etc. Okay, so you 100% need some sort of social media presence. That's inevitable. But how do you build a niche social media presence so that you can get clients on a daily basis? Because as I said, you don't need a huge personal brand, you just need a niche one. So full of your ideal clients, full of who you're trying to reach your personal brand to be. You shouldn't have randoms, because most of these people who have millions of followers, most of them are randoms. Okay, they're not interested in what they say, in what they sell. They've probably seen a video where it's entertainment and they follow because of that. Okay, and that's exactly why Alex Hormozi changed from broad content, so speaking about dating, gym, desserts, everything like that, to niche. So as you've probably seen at the moment, if you watch Alex Hormozi, his content's been just business, so like a raw and authentic business content. And this is because who he's trying to reach likes those pieces of content, because that's who he's trying to help. Businesses at like 3 to 10 million. And as you can tell as well, if you watch his content, it's a bit more complex now, and that's because he knows who he's trying to reach. He knows the people who he really wants to reach, knows what he's speaking about, and knows the ideologies of what he's saying. So first of all, to build a niche social media presence, you need to understand your ideal client super well. And again, this is where most online coaches go wrong. If they have started a social media and they've started posting on it, what they do is they attempt to go viral, and this means they go to randoms, okay? And randoms will not get you paid. Ideal clients will get you paid, okay? So what you need to understand about your ideal client is understanding their pains, okay? And why they're experiencing them. So what are they struggling with right now, and why are they experiencing those things? Get really deep on those things. Understand your ideal client's wants. So what's their desired outcome, and why do they truly want to get those things? Do they want to better their life for their family? Do they want to give a good impression to a girl? Do they want to just live their dream life? Whatever, okay? Get really deep on those things and understand what they truly want. And if you speak about this within your content, they will know you're speaking directly towards them. They're going to feel it in their soul, and they're going to be like, okay, damn, that's directed towards me, and that's exactly what I want. Let me listen to how to get it, okay? And the best thing you can do within your content is relate to them. So you as an online coach have probably experienced the pains they're going through right now. So you have probably experienced, because you've overcome a pain and you're selling that solution to that pain because you've overcome it. So you understand the pains that you were facing, and you understand where you wanted to be. So think back to when you first started with whatever you sell, and think about the pains you were facing, or everything like that. So what did you struggle with? What were your pains? You have been there before, so you can relate to them. And the best thing you can do within your content is relate to your ideal client. Okay, relate to them. This will build a huge connection with your ideal client, because they feel heard, and they feel like you can help them because you have been in that situation and overcame it with the process that you sell. So they actually trust you more if you speak about how you went through it and overcame it. Because who would you prefer to learn from? Someone who hasn't overcome it but speaking about it, or someone who has overcome it and is speaking about it? Obviously someone who has themselves, because you know they've done it and they know what to do. So what you need to do is make sure that your audience knows that you've been through the pains and you understand. But also create content around these 3 main stories, okay? So this may be a bit confusing right now, but trust me, it will make sense. 3 main stories, you're like, what's that even mean? 3 main stories? But trust me, it will make sense. So the process story, okay? So the process story is positioning your process as the best and the new way for your ideal client to reach their goals. So within your content, you need to position your solution as the new way for them to reach their goals. Okay? Because people don't want to try something they think they've already tried before and it hasn't worked. So you need to position your process as the new way to reach their goals. And they may have gone through other online coaches before. They may have hired other online coaches and it didn't work out. So you need to make sure you position your process within your content as the new way for them to reach their goals. Position it as like the secret way, and be like, oh, yo, this is the new way. No one really talks about it. Boom, this is it, okay? And next is the mind story. And this story is helping them overcome the I can't do it mindset, okay? And people do not buy your product because they doubt it. They don't buy because they doubt themselves. Okay, so they don't doubt your product. They actually really want to purchase it, but they just think, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, I'm not going to be able to do this, etc. So you need to destroy that belief within your content. And how you can do this is maybe just relate to them, like you thought that as well, but then you tried it and it worked. Or you can implement a case study and be like, this person thought the same thing and he went from point A to point B, etc. Okay, so speak about that within your content, help them overcome the I can't do it mindset. And next is the excuses story, and the excuses story is helping your ideal client overcome the time/money/resources excuses that they have. So for example, let's just say for example you help people start a new online business model, and most people think that you need money to start it up. What you can say within your content and what you can make sure is known is the business model is no investment. Okay, you don't need to spend any money to get it started up, except of course investing into themselves when they buy your program. Okay, so explain how the business model costs literally zero to start up. Okay, and also if you have like a time excuse, and most of your excuses is like, I don't have time. So for example, with fitness, someone getting in shape, they're most likely that they would say, I don't have time, and that's an excuse. What you can say is within your content, and what you can make known within your content is that they only need to spend 3 hours out their week to get in shape. So 1 hour 3 times a week, and then they'll be like, damn, okay, yeah, I can definitely do that. Okay, boom, then you've got a client. Okay, so make sure you help them overcome the excuses within your content. Okay, all of this is great, but if you do not have a consistent attention onto you and your offer, well, none of your ideal clients will see your messaging, which I just ran you through, that is messaging, and you cannot rely on the algorithm to get that attention onto you and your offer on a daily basis. You need something which is going to work for you while you sleep. Okay, when you wake up, you have leads in your pipeline. And the algorithm, yes, it will work for you while you sleep if you post a video before bed. But what it's not going to do is it's not going to go to the right people. Like, your messaging has to be dialed if you want that to happen. Of course, do that. But it's not always going to go to the right people. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up. You want a way to get consistent leads. And the only way you can do that, like, organic content is inconsistent and it is actually keeping you broke. The only reason I post organic short form content is to nurture my ideal client and get some attention. Of course, it gets me more attention, but it nurtures my ideal client. The only way I get ideal clients onto my page is running a simple ad on Instagram. And this simple ad gets targeted attention onto you and your offer daily. So every single day it gets targeted attention onto you and your offer. Okay, so you wake up to leads, you can reach out to those people and book them in on a call. This ad is super simple and cheap, and it will work for you on autopilot. As I said, you're going to wake up to leads following you on a daily basis, who you can then reach out to and then set them on a call using the SDSC framework, which is seeing where they're at, seeing where they want to get to, so desired outcome, see what's stopping them from getting there, and then along the way they reveal pain points where you can offer the call. Okay, sell the call, not the service. Okay, but what you need to realize is as well is attention is nothing. So you've got attention, amazing, okay, but attention is nothing without conversion. Okay, and attention is nothing without trust. Trust is the number one thing you need to sell somebody something, and 30 to 60 second clips will not build up that trust. It's just not going to build up that trust. Okay, but think about it as well. Like, would you pay someone who just posts 30 to 60 second clips? Yeah, I just wouldn't. But most online coaches start their personal brands, post a few pieces of content, and then give up because they get no clients through it. Guys, I've been in this game 4 years. 4 years, guys. Okay, but this is because they do not understand the 7-hour rule. So most of you do not understand this 7-hour rule that I'm about to go through. So the 7-hour rule states that it takes approximately 7 hours for a prospect to turn into a paying client. So basically, people need to watch your content for at least 7 hours before they even consider buying from you. And people who follow you will more than likely not buy from you until 1 to 6 months down the line. Okay, after they're in your pipeline. So don't stress if someone follows you and doesn't buy from you. They are watching your content and getting warmed up as we speak. But you need to understand this 7-hour rule. So you can do this with short form content, organic content, but that's going to take a long time. It's going to take 420 videos. But if you want to make this happen quicker, there's something called YouTube. okay? And YouTube is the best platform, like hands down. Ever since I've introduced YouTube, it's just been insane. YouTube will literally take half the time to build up the necessary trust, which is insane, okay? The reason why I love YouTube so much is because it's an asset. With short form content, it goes away after a couple of days, so you post it, the algorithm does its thing, and then it just goes away. With YouTube, you post a video and a year later it could blow up, which is insane. The retargeting on YouTube is insane. So what you can do is, if someone watches one piece of my content, so you're watching this right now, you're going to keep on getting retargeted by my content every time I post. Okay, the retargeting on YouTube is insane. Like, it's truly insane on YouTube. And of course, the best thing about it is it builds up trust quicker, and trust is the number one thing you need to sell somebody something. And another good thing about YouTube is raw and authentic videos are winning. So all you need to do is what I'm doing right now: set up your camera, film, and post. It's really as simple as that. Okay, what I want to go through right now is the funnel visually, so you can see it visually. So this is really simple. Organic content with your messaging dialed. You can also use ManyChat as leverage, which is linked with Instagram. You can say at the end of some of your videos, comment the word keyword, I'll send you over a free training on exactly how to so and so. Okay, then what you can do is run a simple ad to get ideal clients onto your page, who then get nurtured by that organic content, intrigued for more, who then move over to your video sales letter, which is on YouTube, and also get retargeted by emails, because you can grab people's emails through the ManyChat sequence. You can send email campaigns if you really want to. That's not mandatory, but it does work. And then YouTube will keep on retargeting people if they don't book in a call from the video sales letter. Keep on retargeting them until they build up the 7 hours worth of trust, and they may just book in on their own. But if they don't, what you can do is reach out to anyone who interacts with your content, see where they're at, see where they want to get to, see what's stopping them from getting there, and book them in on a call. When people try and book in calls, you can have a book a call form, and this is just qualification questions, going through questions. So you only hop on calls with qualified people, which is really handy and really saves you a lot of time. And you can also have a pre-call sequence, which is email and text reminders to increase sharp rate, so they actually to remind them to actually show up to the call, and also sending them over your video sales letter, and also sending them over a video going through your client's results in detail, so they're warm before the call, and it ups your close rate. Like, it kind of guarantees the close rate, I'm not going to lie, because they're so warm. They book in their own account, and they get even more warmed up through the pre-call sequence. But that is the funnel. Okay, really simple funnel. Hope you got some value from this video, and that is why you don't have an offer problem, you have a marketing problem. And if you're an online coach, you have a solid offer, you have a few testimonials to back that offer up, and you're making at least 7k a month, and you just want to scale, you want to get more clients, you want to start and build your personal brand and actually get clients through it, done for you. So we take over all the content creation side of things, and we actually consult you on the conversion mechanism, this side of things. If you're interested in that, what you can do is book in a call with the second link in the description, or if you want some more information, just click the first link and you can see it there. But yeah, hope you got some value from this. Subscribe, everything like that. If you're an online coach, I post videos like this every single day, so make sure you subscribe. And yeah, thanks guys for watching, and peace.